Like, comment, and subscribe. Watch an end of this video and watch the next video.
The right heroes can make all the difference.
Victory is in my sight.
Ah, frick.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
This is my first time playing Cyclops.
And let you overwrite Spider's programming? Not a chance.
I wish no harm to any artificial life.
Maybe not. But when it comes to the two organic... The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1! You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Thanks for the boost.
I'm hit! Cover me!
Defeat was your death.
Hey! Need the doctor!
Your forecast just changed, Aurora.
Well calibrated, Penny. You call me back? I'm not yours.
Oh.
Thanks for the boost. Your forecast just changed, Aurora.
Hold on.
Whoever they are, they don't look friendly.
Supernova!
I unleash the Vishanti's maximum impact!
Behind us! Cowards!
Double kill!
We X-Men beat death a long time ago.
They've made it happen! Stop them!
Right,
Only 60 seconds left. There's still a chance to stop them. Better stop that vehicle. They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
Feel the wrath!
Double kill!
We
Better stop that
a
vehicle.
long time ago.
They've made it halfway. Stop them.
Cheers, mate!
Embrace perfection.
I'll never turn down a shield.
Dinner time, love!
I owe you. Big time.
A monster hunter can be a good ally. Temporarily.
He stopped them in their tracks.
That should make a difference.
dude.
Only 60 seconds left. Double kill! Team! Spider mode!
Dude.
That should make a difference.
Feel the wrath of the goddess!
The final 10 seconds! No winner yet. Going to overtime!
Dude.
Better stop that vehicle!
Quite that easy.
Dude,
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
I'm an X-Man. We always come back. Enemy in front of us. Extreme force. I unleash the Shanty's power.
Better stop that vehicle.
dude.
We
Why
X-Men
also
faced
my
death a
mom
long time ago.
keeps forgetting the fact
Don't give them another inch.
I can try. I can
Feel the rebel!
track my key with the wind and sun.
You got my back?
Here they come now.
Down to 30 seconds.
Supernova!
10 seconds.
Had you in my sights. That should make a difference.
We lost.
Another epic victory. Big win.
This is a personal conversation. Anyways. There's times that I am usually track my pee with looking at the sun, moon, and the wind. Feel the wind. That Mom also do forget. Sometimes my body don't warn me when I have to go pee.
Dracula wishes to reclaim my city. You call yourselves New York's guardians. Now is the time to prove it.
You just made the only smart choice.
Vigilantes disgust me, but I hate vampires even more. Defeat Dracula and his minions, and save our home.
Oh yeah.
Dracula's non-stone is spawning.
Also, the sun does sometimes make me have to go with pee. It's a autonomy thing.
Ancestral sword! Strike!
Slash an immune system thing I have. Mom has her capabilities, I got mine. Don't question
Move quickly.
how can I
Creatures
track
coming from
my
Grand Central Station, and
he
they
wins.
seem to be running from something.
Most of the time when the wind and sun and moon comes, it's mostly
Vampires everywhere.
it's
Stick
mostly
together and eliminate them all.
tracking how time works. Basically, long story short,
Go through that building up ahead.
that's not the
And stay on
only
guard
thing
as you
I
approach the station.
am capable of. I can also, well, it's not what I'm capable of, it's kind of how
More vampires. Fight
kind
your way
of
through the
smart
hole.
I am, actually, without me being when I'm usually
Leave them to Khonshu.
away. But I also do got limits. People also
Grand Central
forget
Station is just across the bridge. Break through that magic barrier.
there's
and brace
sometimes I
yourselves for
can't
company.
track my own body or feel it. It's mostly me. My mom's kind of pissed that I went
Time waits for
Take
no
a-
one. Rapid deployment commencing.
pissing on the freaking
Prove your worth to me.
port thing
Smash
in
through that barrier and
the apartments do have. I needed this. That's the. No one's watching because most of them.
vigilantes never surrender. Move forward, carefully.
Most of
swear
them
I just saw
are
something enter
focused
the
on the
station, and
road.
it didn't look human. Time waits for no one. Rapid deployment commencing. Hello, I'm Captain America. One of those freaks from the Monster Kingdom, no doubt.
Snack time already?
Wolf is down. The Monster Kingdom may be a bigger problem than I anticipated. For now, though, enjoy your spoils. Once again, the Vampire King is defeated, and the darkness has been banished.
Oh yeah.
Is this really the end of the story?
I also do Anyways, anyways, I didn't say nothing because I'm kind of new. Mom will take it as bullshit and some of it as bullshit. Yeah. Zombie Crew, Zombie King, who just subscribed. Also, never trust mom to track. Never trust my mom to track stuff. Not track stuff, but track a lot of the stuff. Your body does. Well, my body does. Because my mom, they kind of take some of the things I do as a joke. Well, what my body does as a joke. But really, or some type of neon bullshit. Really, it does sometimes happens. That's why I use the wind and the sun and the moon to track. Okay, here's how I figure out that. I have memorized a lot of the body. I have memorized some of the routes to go to LA, and also I'm back from VidCon if you guys are wondering. Also, I have there's a reason I use the wind and sun and sweat to predict when do I need to go to the bathroom more next time. It helps when, well, mostly it helps when you're tracking somewhere in a desert. Dude, you know how much time, how much do I need to track stuff in desert? Well, more like how aware you have to be to able to use the sun, use the sun, and use the wind to predict what your body going to do. Here's the thing. Being on the road for most of the time of traveling, you pick up some things on the way, like be able to track what your body going to do, and next time, what time do I have to go to the bathroom, and making calls to take a piece. Not to be that guy. Okay, here's the thing. I use the sun to predict. Because when the car moves, it's hard to use the wind to predict your next bathroom break or what's next. So, here's the thing. After so many trips to LA in Las Vegas, I started to memorize some of the routes and started to memorize the feel of the sweat, heat, and wind. After a while, you kind of use that to track when you have to go pee. I only use it only once in a great while. Okay, once in a great while I use it to track my body because the wind is blowing the opposite direction where I was going. So I used the wind to kind of cool me down. Well, cool me down. The pace of the car going, I knew there's a little bit of wind coming from it. So I used that to kind of cool my butt down anyways. Yeah, basically, long story short, don't do what I did. If you listen, use a bathroom as much as you can, but do use it at a reasonable time, because if you want to think about it, it's kind of like how a lot of the ancient civilizations track time and stuff. I just kind of use it to predict the next time I go. Sometimes, well, yeah, sometimes. Basically, let's hope no one watched that, because I'm going to be real. I needed to go to the bathroom really bad. Mom asked me to pick something up, pick a bag up, while she carries Aaliyah, my baby sister. And the pee comes really fast sometimes, and well, almost sometimes. So I kind of did a decision and pee on the port because I'm going to be real. I didn't think of anything else but needing to go to the bathroom. So, yeah. I needed to go. That being also, you can kind of blame my Boy Scout. Back when I was in Boy Scouts, they taught us to pee behind the bush, but there weren't any bushes around, so I did the next smart. Well, not smart, the next thing. He kind of peed that pee over things. Well, he on ground also. Yeah. I needed to take a piss. My mom was not really that fast enough to kind of. She was going to have attitude if I told her to hurry up. I kind of wanted to take a pee and come back downstairs and get the thing after I take a piss. But really, I need to take a piss at that time. So, of course, the next thing I didn't really care about people's opinions. I know if I do take a piss, on the wood thing, it will kind of be revealing, but if I don't, then Mom will probably scold me for not going to the bathroom because the pee came up real fast enough to kind of make me have to go to the bathroom. Second, listen. Also, that whiplash I got earlier did kind of make me go to pee, so I know Mom won't accept part of it was her not being fast enough. But again, people do age, so can't really blame on that. Can blame the bad part on her, because my plan was at that moment to go back and get the things I needed to get out the van, well, van slash SUV, and bring it inside. But me not knowing unlock the door, Mom really still thinks I am able to unlock the door by myself anymore, because what, I'm 20? I have hard times opening my own room door, due to the Wi-Fi router, due to, if I remember correctly, the Wi-Fi router being in my room. Also, here's the thing people might not know. Mom isn't really that much humble, nor she's going to understand why I did it. Maybe sometimes question, is my pee coming to me really fast or just slowly? That one of the things I wish she asked, because I'm going to be real, I don't know how to open the front door that much, even though I'm 20, due to it being a lot of trouble for me when I get older. Also, I am also tired of my mom, kind of. Defending herself against some of the accusations I do bring up against her. Also, really funny story. Part of the reason why listen, I'm old enough to not really give a fuck of anyone thinks right during the time as I was doing it. But I'm also young enough to kind of need to say if I need to pee, I fucking need to pee. Because you do not really live in my body. Also, I need to pee a lot when I left VidCon/LA, well, Los Angeles/Anaheim, so basically, long story short, Mom got pissed off that I peed, or pissed off that I peed in front of her. And another thing, well, she can't blame me because, one, I told her I needed to pee. She just said, basically, she could just said, hey, is it slow or fast? Because it's sometimes one of those two things. Also, the whiplash thing. Yeah, I don't blame her for the whiplash thing that caused that event earlier, but yeah. Third, maybe ask about what time do I sometimes pee in? Because I usually subtract the sometimes needing to pee thing. Why do you think? If she ever figures out that I almost sometime track my pee with the sweat that was on my body, wind, and sun, because almost sometimes my pee do come really fast. That's why I build a tracking time to know to sometimes, not almost sometimes, to sometimes basically track my pee patterns and stuff like that. Also, if she don't really want me to do the ping at a apartment place, which is our home, she could at least help me open the door so I could get in and do my peeing. That she can't blame me because it mostly hard to predict those things for me because of basically the amount of whiplashes I get from these travels. Not entirely her fault. Neither is her fault. But if I need you, if you see me sometimes pacing fast enough and like I'm waiting, that usually means I need to go pee. If it is in front of you and your car and baby sister, it means I pace sometimes. I pace a lot of the time outside of the car because I don't know if she knows this, but I do pace outside of the car because I needed to take a piss and I have to wait for her slow, but and you know the difficult part? That it's not entirely easy to wait on someone when someone doesn't even know your body. Well, doesn't even fully know, but does know your body do kind of. You need to pee because sunlight, sweat. The sunlight and sweat is also what going to make you pee because that's why I be able to sometimes track it due to the sweat and sunlight. And why the frick would I fully trust you with this, some of the schedule and some of the timing of my body needing to go pee? Because I'm pretty sure my mom is terrible at remembering things. And I memorize it because it's usually when we are traveling. That's why I kind of wish my mom is part of the reason why I wish my mom back in her prime or young, because of freaking memory problems she has. She doesn't really remember stuff before series, nor sometimes some things after what happened in series. Third, it's her attitude. The last time I told her I need to go to the bathroom, can you please hurry up? She fucking yelled at me and had a bitchy attitude. What do you think happens when she... Here's the thing. She is not lying when she says she is a terrible person. So am I. Due to me having some of her personality and a lot of her bloodline ruthlessness and the family's ruthlessness. Okay. I may talk shit about how ruthless my family can be. My aunt and one of my aunts and uncles basically tried helping us, but did jack shit. Basically, yeah, basically one of my uncles and one of my aunts, who I end up getting along with despite her pride, despite their prideful things. Kind of left me and my mom and my baby sister in the freaking heat, knowing that the car could just stop at any minute. Also, my aunts and uncles are just more ruthless than me and my mom are. And more... Okay, here's the thing. They are more kind of meaner than us. Like, a lot of them are kind of toxic in their own way. Let's start with how Paisley family. Paisley herself is still learning. So is her brother. But the mother is acting like a horny teenage woman who is fucking a married guy and was fucking a married guy. Don't know what happened with that one. And the father, we had our problems in the past, but we got over them. Out of those two, somehow the father is better than the mother, who is a state trooper. The mother is a state trooper. I know a lot of Paisley's mother cockiness came from her being a state trooper. Also, the aunt that is bipolar, the aunt that is bipolar is kind of in a toxic marriage and kind of more of a toxic. It's kind of a toxic but neutral relationship with her husband. Basically, they argue, they make up, and yeah. Also, my aunt is bipolar, so one of my aunts is bipolar and really just demanding a lot of us siblings have one of the youngest cousins joined, that her son joined. But I'm going to be real. That little kid is kind of a little shit at some points. And mine and this little brat history, because this same little brat used to steal a lot of my things and break them not even in 20 minutes later. Why do you... Also, can I also say, my mom is trying to keep the peace with her side of the family. Like, her biological family. But a lot of it caused some of the events that happened. So, long story short, also, I really do hate that aunt that is kind of bipolar, because of she used to not discipline her children, and she is working on it, but she wants most of the siblings to let him join the Snapchat we had back about 4 months ago. At this time, I was kind of tired because I personally know and before 4 months ago, somewhere before 4 months ago, we found out he was autistic. all of that criticizing about me being a stupid child. Yet, your son happens to make far more stupider decisions than I did back when I was younger. When I was his age. That's what happens if you do not really discipline your children / get them in trouble. The one thing I can respect, well, not one thing, one of the things I can respect of my mom is literally she disciplined me enough to realize to be a better person. Also, she did get me in trouble a lot of times. But a lot of them of me being in trouble, we were fighting each other. Being me in trouble, we were kind of fighting each other because I had a lot more anger issues back then. Due to a lot of it. Also, my dad and me have a complicated father and son relationship due to him kind of disappearing and not that much spend time when we were younger. When I was younger, now we do spend a lot more time together. Me and my dad. And me and my dad, complicated relationship. We both were kind of trying to repair it due to also funny story. Okay, here's the thing. Paisley is essentially does have her mother's physical traits / some of her personality, but Paisley, okay, here's the thing I'm theorizing. Paisley is a better version. Paisley is kind of more like my mom and my aunt who I'm waiting for. Paisley is like my mom. A lot of my mom's, well, half of my mom's personality. And the aunt that I've been waiting to have a day where she gets humbled. The other half is the aunt I've been waiting today where she gets humbled. Personality. Basically, half personalities mixed into one with some of her mother's personality. Mom, here's the thing. My mom looks like... My mom is prideful. My mom is prideful enough that she does not... She sometimes does not admit when she does make mistakes. That's just her pride. I am aware of that. Also, most of the time she does. Well, the times she does make mistake and admits it, she makes it damn near proof that she is a... Okay, here's the thing. My mom is kind of almost neutral. Almost a neutral person. Due to her personality and her history of stuff. I'm neutral, but not neutral in some ways. Listen. Anyone I care about, I'm going to protect. And anyone that I don't know, there's a high chance I will either take that guy's side or take no sides or take my friend's side. It's more like a situation. Because I'm going to be real. I do tend to sometimes rely on some of my Boy Scout skills and my confidence and talking and basically doing stuff without really giving a shit. Because every situation has a solution, yes, but sometimes you need to kind of make some of your own solutions. That's why I take a piss. That's why I kind of took a piss at the apartment wood thing, also known as my home, because of I did really need to take a piss fast, so that's also the nearest thing thing I do kind of use, and I kind of use a lot of instinct and not giving a crap to do those things. Also, it's also fun. It's also funny how stupid and smart. No, not stupid, smart. Stupid and smart I can be, and how stupider I can be, and smart kind of depends. Because my neighbor lives under me. My neighbor lives under me and other neighbors. So basically, long story short, complicated due to my mom. Here's another personality trait my mom does. She don't entirely listen to anyone. They're also just not make this a negative video about my family. I also do sometimes don't fully listen because I'm pretty sure I don't fully listen sometimes is because of a lot of the bullshit that comes from it. My mom, I'm more not neutral than my mom because a lot of my personality is my mom and dad's. Well, that. And my own personal history, and also how situation changes a person. No, not situationship, more like which situation change a person and how they kind of operate. Anyway, that's also a lot of complicated things. When Mom said it herself, when you need a piss, you need a piss. So don't, she kind of inspired the event. And I heeded her advice on that. Why do you think I did what I did earlier did. I do heed advice, but sometimes I decide to ignore of the advice because here's the thing. Mom's some of my mom's ideals, some of my mom's morals and ideals is kind of in the gray area due to her ability to kind of be ruthless at times and do good things for people at times. A lot of my morals as my own person is kind of the same way. Listen, if there's no other choice, I will decide the unconventional one. There's times I did do that. Pick the unconventional one. And there's the morality in the gray area sometimes due to me being happy 1 second to angry and piss off in another 1 second. So, my morals are also in the gray area, but I kind of do try and help people. Dude, basically, I do help people, but sometimes I do stuff unconventionally to help people and help others due to the reality of the situation. Also, due to which situation I'm in, there's a lot of ways to deal with that, but it's going to take longer. Also, just a funny story. I do get angry sometimes. Also, another thing, my older brother, I wouldn't say he's help. He will help people, but he won't. As long as he cares about you and you are a neutral to him, he's neutral to you type of situation. Also, he does kind of wish my mom do not help him because he said he's going to feel bad, but my mom does anyways because my mom is nice to help out her children. But if she's on her period, she becomes a bitch. Nothing against my mom, but she does become more of a meaner person every time she's on her period. Why do you think a lot of the times I stayed neutral? Because I don't know if I told you guys this, but every time my mom's on her period, a lot of her emotions are heightened. That's why I stay neutral, because sometimes I think I got a lot of my personality from my mom. Due to her being she is now, also. Yeah. Also, we understand each other more often. We kind of understand each other because I'm going to be real. Okay. Me and my mom's immune system how can I say this without dehumanizing us or something like that? Our immune system is kind of different. Not entirely different, but kinda. Basically, when we are younger, when me and my mom were younger, we used to walk through poison ivies and didn't get any rashes. And now, her immune system, well, I would say her immune system gives her really good vitality and make her strong as shit for someone who's almost 50. Mine? Oh yeah, mine is kind of... You know that blizzard I did in 2024? Yes. I am immune to the cold. I am immune to the cold stubbornly. But I do got my limits. Also, I think my immune system gave me really fast movement. I think my immune system gave me really fast movement, also faster reaction times and stuff like that. Also, my hair and my immune system is probably one of the reasons that I have my hair, because of and another thing, part of the reason why I didn't really got cavities is probably due to my immune system. A lot of the different capabilities came later. Like being able to hear well, if I wasn't trying to nerf myself of hearing some things. Also, heightened, well, not heightened, but really good senses. Really good senses. Also, another thing. I am also really ruthless at times. Also, another thing. My hair I got from my dad. Well, not just my dad, but now my mom's hair, due to my hair looking like more of my mom's now than it did back when I was in middle school. Also, thus, also really funny. I think my dad's genetics with speed hits later than I was when I was 14 or before, somewhere between 20 or 19. And 19 or 20, between 19 or 20 to 14, due to, well, my dad's a lot of my dad leftover genetics that didn't hit until later in life. Okay, in high school, it was more of a... It's like the immune system I had back before I went to fire. But this one kind of does help with kind of certain poisons and, well, not certain poisons, but tiny bit of resisting that poison. Tiny bit. Okay, how can I explain this without confusing me or you guys? The immune system I had after I got kicked out of fire, was kind of like when I was younger before that, but with more of this type of healing. Also, this heat my body used to generate. Not heat. My body used to generate the sun or a eclipse hits my body. It kind of makes a lot of my body warmer. Also, the speed I got after I hit 18 kind of made me faster than most of the people that I play against in soccer. Also, the increase of doing a lot of mathematics. Also, I'm pretty sure that my father's genetics kind of gave me a lot of my father's genetics kind of finished developing kind of later down the life. So yeah. Also, here's the thing. I do not really want to get married right now due to the affordability and a lot of it. Also, sorry, baby sis. I have a piss. In front of the front door. Sorry, you have to kind of witness that due to me needing a piss. And don't blame me, blame the whiplash from the car in front. Also, my mom's lack of timing on some occasions. No. Anyways, moving on. Oh yeah, my mom got her dream completed by taking a photo with almost every member of the FGTV family. Okay, here's the thing. Watch the new video on my real life channel and you know what I mean. Also, my mom kind of haunted FGTV all over VidCon due to her wanting to take a photo with the entire family. And also, really funny thing, my mom's mission is complete. Her mission was to get a photo with the entire FGTV family. Don't blame me for being tired. I was just trying to keep up with my mom. Also, I kind of just wanted the SGTV father person, not the entire family, due to me being really exhausted at the time. But she kind of consists of the family joining. Sorry. Anyways, bye guys.